So, for the sake of people that watch this back on a recording, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, because of course you could be choosing to take part in this recording session at any part of the day. Please enjoy it. Make sure you get comfortable, preferably lying down is always best for these sessions. I'm going to hit play on the music and we're going to start a nice grounding process. As always, we've got a theme for the session, and tonight we're really going to be looking at for the first 4 rounds at least, the physical aspect, which is always worth reminding ourselves. And actually, I said this, I believe, on the workout this morning. I explained to people, so recently, as Chan referred to, she's seen my pictures working in an oxygen spa out here, and to do so I had to write up a bit of a paper which was sort of science-based around benefits of breathwork, how it affects your immune system, how it affects your blood, both the flow and the production of good blood. Yes, you've got good blood and you've got not so good blood. And these sessions, albeit a Monday night session where we're only doing 5 rounds, they are still massively powerful purges. What you get through in these 5 rounds in regards to a physical purge of oxygen, getting rid of carbon dioxide, is massive. Yes, of course, we get the wonderful, blissful feelings afterwards of peace and clarity. They are just symptoms of the physical effort that you have to put in to achieve what you do achieve in these sessions, because these are workouts reminding you that your lungs are muscles. Like any other muscles, if you isolate them and you work them harder, they perform better, they recover quicker and stronger. And let's face it, your lungs are quite important, because unlike any other muscle, if your lungs stop working, it's curtains, lights out. So just bring your attention to your breath. Don't change it. Just notice it. And whilst you lovely people are noticing your breath, I'm going to finish off saying hello to people that came in towards the end. So hello to Justine, hello to Kirsty W. Thank you all for being here. Get comfortable, people.
Hey, you could go a tad higher on the music.
Thank you very much. So really focusing in to this moment, to your breath. A lot of you probably have very busy days. Some of you haven't been on these sessions for a little while, and you've told yourself because life's too busy to breathe, apparently. These sessions will bring you back some clarity and get your 2 feet where they need to be, firmly on the floor. I'm going to count you in. 10 retention breaths, remember. 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe. Off we go. Take your time on the retention breaths. They're filling up your lungs safely, enabling you to then start pushing on really from round 2. Nothing fancy yet, just easing in. Imagine your lungs like old bellows, a bit stiff at first, but we're oiling the joints. As we breathe in, we're putting oxygen down into the lower lobes of the lungs, and that's where the magic happens. Those bottom bits are like the VIP lounges, the VIPs for gas exchange, rich in blood vessels, prime real estate for oxygen to hop into the bloodstream in a viscous state. Right now, your body's still running the show on autopilot, little shallow breaths. You're still not there yet, just enough to tick over. But we're taking back the wheel gradually, and we will do throughout this first round. It ain't just about gulping air in, it's about the shifting gears, nudging the nervous system, waking up the diaphragm, telling the body, oi, time to tune in. Gradually changing the CO2 levels, and that's the trigger, body's gas gauge. Lower CO2 means less urge to breathe, more oxygen in the tank. preparing the body for the first breath hold. Okay, on your next exhalation, stop breathing and just hold. Just be. And in this stillness, notice the quiet inside. No breath, no rush. Your oxygen saturation is still high. You're not in any danger. Your body's way smarter than your mind. Right now, your CO2 is creeping up, nagging at you, whispering, "You sure you don't want to breathe yet?" Of course you don't. You're calm. You're prepared. Your cells are well fed with 2 minutes worth of pummeling fresh oxygen through 60,000+ miles of your vein system. And this is where the shift happens. Blood vessels begin to dilate. Heart rate drops. The parasympathetic nervous system takes over like a warm bath. You're not in fight or flight, you're in flow. This is your natural reset, balance, homeostasis. Okay, take a big breath in, all the way to the top of your head, and hold. Keep it held. And release. Right, going into round 2, you're going to up the pace. 3, 2, 1, let's breathe. Off we go. Not much, just enough to know that you're working a little bit harder. Keeping all this wonderful oxygen flow. Every breath like a tide, rolling in, deep belly breathing, expanding your chest, and then releasing. Imagine we're building tidal volume here. How much air you shift in and out. Bigger breaths equals more oxygen in, more CO2 out. We're retraining the whole system, showing it what optimal feels like. By now your lungs are filled up, so they are performing at their optimal efficiency. You're no longer stuck in an upper chest breath. You're breathing like a beast now, from the diaphragm down. Lungs expanding fully, body oxygenizing from the inside out. And the beautiful thing is, at this stage already, as the oxygen builds, CO2 drops, you start stretching the buffer zone. So you're rewiring your responses to stress. It's not just breath work, it's nervous system training. And again, none of this is maybes. This is how your body works. Okay, on your next exhalation, stop breathing. And just float. Try and sink into the silence, into the stillness beneath the breath. The breath's gone. This is where your body starts adapting. Your spleen starts squeezing out fresh blood cells. It's almost like it's got a secret stash on hold. More oxygen carriers in circulation. Meanwhile, CO2 is now rising. It's not the enemy though, it's a messenger. It helps oxygen unbind from the hemoglobin and actually get into your tissues. And that's right, at this point, a bit of carbon dioxide actually helps oxygenate better. Like a key turning in a lock. Feel that stillness. You're in the eye of the storm at the moment. Everything slows, the body recalibrates. Homeostasis. kicks in. It's not just a word, it's a state. It's balance, harmony, inner harmony. And there's power in stillness. Okay, get ready. Take a massive breath in all the way from your toes to the top of your head, and this time engage your stomach muscles. Give them a squeeze. And once your core is engaged, tense your neck, squeeze your head. Imagine you're trying to look through that mind's eye. Squeeze. And release. Fantastic. Going into round 3. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Come on now, let's fire it right up now. Bigger breaths. Inhale strong. Exhale soft. At this point, you might start feeling that lightheadedness, that tingle in your fingers, which is all good signs. Blood alkalinity is shifting. You're flushing CO2 and your pH is going slightly more alkaline. And that's that buzz. That's your nervous system recalibrating. Every inhalation charges your system. Every exhale is a release. You're consciously over breathing with purpose, and the body knows the difference. You're not hyperventilating. This is intention. Up the pace, just a touch, start pushing the boundaries a bit. Your lungs have warmed up, they're flexible, they're elastic. The most elasticated of all of your organs and muscles. They're built to work. Keep pushing. Training your mitochondria, which is your cell's engines, to become more efficient under pressure. Oxygen is fuel, and you're flooding your system with the one fuel source that every single part of your system needs. On your next exhalation, stop breathing. Exhale gently and just let that fire settle. Inside, you've built a reservoir's worth of oxygen and your body's learning to use it better. Your cells have adapted, efficiency goes up, and all without breath. And this has an effect on your mind. Just observe. You're not in danger, you're safe. This is training. These are workouts. This is like metabolic flexibility in action. You're showing your system how to function with less, and in that it learns resilience. This is the work. You're putting it in and you're doing it beautifully. Okay, take a big breath in, all the way to the top. Squeeze your stomach, squeeze your neck, burrow your brow, squeeze that part of your head just in between your eyes. And remember, your eyes are never closed. You just cover them with your lids. So is it just darkness? Have a look. Be conscious. What can you see? And release that breath. Going into round 4. Start returning to center now. 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe. Off we go. Back into that rhythm. Smooth, steady, powerful. Not too forceful. Just like waves. Powerful waves. Flushing in and flushing out. Breathe. Breathe. Your nervous systems have been to the edge and back already through these sessions. Now you're starting to integrate, coaxing the body into deeper calm, even as we move the breath. And that's why you get that lovely, relaxed sense of clarity. Your mind becomes conscious, and there's a dance between oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is now more balanced. You can't have one without the other. You might notice how much calmer your inhalations start to feel, like the body trusts you more, like you're having to put in less effort to achieve that goal of hitting the top of the breath. Don't need to fight for control, just move with it. It's like a co-regulation with your own biology, which you and your mind, conscious mind, are the epicenter of, the mainframe. You give the instructions, and then you observe the feeling. On your next exhalation, stop breathing. Just hold, and just sink, and just be. Notice how this one feels compared to the first. Less tension, more space. Your body's more oxygen efficient now, less reactive to the CO2 rise. Your heart rate drops quicker, even quicker if you instruct it. Talk to it, slow down. Your blood vessels are open. And this is what true balance feels like, not just chemical balance, emotionally. Your immune system's getting a boost. Your brain is bathing in oxygen-rich blood. 20% every breath is going to your brain. And you're still grounded, centered. You're meeting life from your core, not your chaos. Doesn't matter what sort of day you had, what sort of week you've had, or what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, right now, is all that counts. "20 seconds left. Can you hold it? 10 seconds. It's what presence feels like. 3, 2, 1. Take a massive breath in all the way to the top. Tense your stomach, tense your neck, tense your head, squeeze. And release that breath. Okay, last round. 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe. Back into that rhythm. Strong and smooth. Fully in, fully out. Let it flow. At this stage of the session, you're in tune now. Each breath lands different. It's clearer, more intentional. The body recognizes the rhythm. It's not resisting, it's just responding. You've moved from stress to stillness, from shallow survival to deep rhythmic awareness. That's the journey. You reset the system. It works every time. Your nervous system, your endocrine systems, your respiratory system, all singing from the same hymn sheet. And how does it feel? You feel balanced now? Is life that chaotic? Is there not enough time in the day? Or has logic kicked back in? Because guess what? If you ain't breathing, you ain't working. If you ain't breathing, you ain't living. There is nothing more important than you taking time to re-anchor yourself in your breath, because that's what it is. It's an anchor of presence. And in this moment, you can feel it. Yes, you're having to work. Yes, you're having to breathe. But how do you feel mentally? Are those problems as big now? Listen up. On your next inhalation, stop breathing. So take a nice controlled breath in. This is you now. No noise, just presence. All the work's been done. You can just soak into this breath hold. In this still point, healing is happening. Growth is happening. You've returned your body to its baseline, your natural homeostasis. Strong, balanced, alive. And when the body's balanced, the ego quietens and the soul gets louder. Just listening. And in this moment of stillness, just be still. It's been another Monday night breathwork journey. Starting off shallow, stressed, panic, concern, worry, to a deep stillness with clarity, cellular harmony. Didn't need a title for that. Didn't need a job description or a badge or a LinkedIn profile. You did that just by being you. See, because in life we wear all these hats: parent, partner, professional, coach, carer, fixer. But underneath it all, there's just you, the human, the heartbeat, the breath, which is your presence. And this version of you, this is the only one that actually matters. Not the one chasing perfection or trying to hold it all together. Not the one ticking boxes or proving worth. Just you, feeling, breathing, being. And in this space, there's no role to play, no performance, just life expressing itself through you. So enjoy this calm, take this clarity, carry it with you and remind yourself tomorrow when you get up. It's not as important as your ego tells you it is. that thing, that problem, that meeting. You are not your roles. You are not your resume. You are a living, breathing, unique miracle. And that is enough. So welcome up. Wishing you a wonderful night's sleep, people.